Hello everyone, this video is about Lab 9, which is about archiving and compression. The first step before I get started, you have to know what is the difference between archiving and compression. So archiving is simply if you have 6 files and each file is, let's say, 1 megabyte, then you do archiving. From these 6 files you make one big file, and the size of this file is going to be 6 megabytes. This is called archiving. You just bag all them together and put them in one file. Why? Because if you have many files and then you want to transfer them, then it's very tedious to transfer one by one separately. It's much easier to put them all together in one box or in one format, and then you bag them together and then you send them. This is archiving. The concept of compression is that you use algorithms and techniques to reduce the size. So here, for example, you have a file with 6 megabytes and then you do some compression on it, then you will make it 2 megabytes. So in this case, the overall process that you have 6 files, you put them all together in one file, and then you reduce the size, and then you send it. And this is the concept of archiving and compression. Actually, they are separated. You can do only archiving, you can only do only compression, but more generally they are together, and that's why this chapter is called archiving and compression. Okay, so let's get started and let's open our environment, which is we already prepared from previous videos. And you come here and then you click open to, and then you put it here in that corner, and then this is the case, and here we can start working and do the task. Here actually you will see many let's do this again. Here you will see many commands. So when you are working with archiving or compression, so the idea is you know when any of them how it works, and then you can generalize the idea on all of others. But if you are asking why there are different commands, then because there are different techniques. For example, one of the commands you need to put a password. One of the commands you use algorithm to reduce, for example, a video file. One of the commands is used to reduce the size, the file of text file, and so on. So you will get to know them later on, one by one. And why you do need archiving, here they are mentioned. They are mentioning that large file may be difficult to transfer. Transferring multiple files from one system to another system can be tedious, and so on. All right, so this is the concept, and here is the question that to answer your question, the most important to know for now how these different commands function. Over time, you will learn to pick the correct archive tool for any given situation. Okay, you will, most of the cases you will be asked to use tar, or you will asked to be gzip or zip or something like that. All right, so let's get started with most popular command in Linux, which is called tar. All right, so let's do what is here. Let's see what we have. We have this is a Geneva. We have here a directory, and I'm going now to create a new directory, and I will do archive file, because inside this directory we have many files. Let's see this. And here I am in Ubuntu, and here I am in home, and this is my home directory, and here there is the Geneva, and here you can see there are many files and directories, and I will create a new directory here, and I will archive this all folder into one file, and then we will try to practice with this. So first I'm going to create a directory. I'm going to call it lab 9, and here I make sure that it's there. If you have many files, don't forget, I already told you use -ltr, and here you will see the last modified file in front if your eyes. Okay, then I'm going to use the tar command, and before tar command, let's learn about it a little bit. Here we have cvf, so let's go and do man tar, and here is the name. You can see there is one here. Why? We have to know how to answer this question from previous videos, and tar is an archiving utility. And let's search for -c. So you can see here I'm searching for -c. and you can press N, then you navigate down to reach to appropriate word you need, and here is C to create a new archive, argument, supply, and blah blah blah. Okay, also we have V for verbose. We already knew this. We have seen this many times, and we also have F. So let's search for -F. And here is the one, but I'm not searching for this. So you press N in the keyboard. Again, more, till you search for the F. And here is for F, and here is file archiving. Use archive file to or device archive. If this option is not given, TRAR will first examine the environment variable and type however. Okay, so why star? It's mentioned here why the name of the command is star, because it's tape archive, and that's why it's TAR, and that's why the name of the command is star. All right, so here also mentioned the -CY, V, and -F. All right, now I close the man page with the Q, and then let's do the tar command. So I'm going to do tar, and then -C for creating, V for verbose, and F and the file name. So the file name is going to be under lab9, and I'm going to call it geneva.tar. This is the name of the file that will be created inside lab9. And what I would like to archive, actually, Geneva. All right, I press enter, and then let me show you -ltr lab9, and here you can see that there is a new file with a direction with the name of the file geneva.tar. This is the size of the file, and this is the permission of the file. All right, this is the link. I will talk about this later. Now skip it. So now I have created an archived file from the directory called this one. So if I refresh, and this is now a file, I open this one, and I see that this is archive file, and as you can see, there's a fly on the folder, and also it's there, and it's a file here called archived, compressed archive, but still I did not compress it. Okay, then what else? Where is a very important note here? If I would like to create another file, by the way, this tar is only a protocol, it's a name. I just decided to give it like a tar, so it's an indication for others to know that this is a file with the archived file, so with the tar command. So you can name it whatever you want, but as a protocol, you have to use the correct format. Okay, what about if I would like to create another file from the same? So I would like to archive another file the same, but I call it 2. And here I just did this. You think that FV and then this will be fine because they are can replaced. This is not going to work. Here, one of the conditions, when you give F, then directly after the F, then should be the file, the name of the file that you are going to create. Of course, the name and the path of the file that you are going to create is very important. All right, so now I'm going to create another file, and now it should work again. Lab9, I'm going to list, and I have 2 files exactly the same with different names. All right, let's move forward, and now let's say that I would like to list the content of this file. So I would like only to see what is or what are inside this file, this tar file. Again, I use tar, and then I use -t v. I will skip. I will only use f, and then the file that I would like to see the content of the file, and you can see the content of the file now is here. I just list them. I didn't do anything. I just see the content of the tar file. All right, what about if I would like to compress the file? Now, not only list the content of the file, I not only archive the file, but also I would like to compress, to reduce the size, because as you already see here, I have now a quite big file. I have a file with this number, and this number is not readable for us from if you are a beginner here. So there is in Linux another option that you can make it more human friendly, and then you can replace with H. So list the content of lab9 with a human friendly. Now you can see the size of the file is 22 megabytes, and the total size is 43 megabyte. Here the old style was a little bit difficult, but of course from now it's all you can read the file. However, this is not my topic. My topic is I would like to compress the file, so I'm going to repeat the same command, this one, but here I'm going to put Z. So Z for compressing, there is a specific technique algorithm that's going to be used inside the tar, and then I'm going to compress the file, and I'm going to call this file compressed. But instead of writing compressed, and this probably you make a mistake when you write the name, then there is another protocol just in case that they told you have to use tar at the beginning when you use a tar command. If you would like to tell that this is a archived file with tar and is compressed, then you put gz.gz. Now you have to create a file archived and compressed. All right, let's do this. And then let's see the content of the new file, and as you can see the file now is archived and compressed, and the size of the file is 5.9 instead of 22. Okay, so this file is archived and compressed. This file is only archived. This file is only archived. Okay, you cannot do the process separately. You only have to do it all together, or of course you can do only tar z. This is another option. So if you would like to use tar and then only minus z, and then you give the lab9 zf, of course, and then you give lab9, and then you put Geneva .tar, and then you will see what will happen. So I would like only to compress. Please do this and write the answer in command. I would only like to compress the tar file. It's already archived. I would like only to compress it. Okay. However, this is not my task. Now, if I would like to decompress, so I have now this file is already archived and compressed, and I would like to decompress, to return, to get the original file with the Geneva. So with this, you can use the option called X. So again, tar minus X, F, and then I don't give V here because V for verbose, and then I'm going to say geneva.tar.gz. Okay, if I type ls here, then the file now is obtained again in the same or in the original format. All right, what about if I would like to put something in the file? So I have, for example, a file, and I would like to add it to the tar file. So let's create a file. I'm going to use the touch command and then add to tar.text. Now ls, I have the file is now created, and I would like to add this file into this tar file. So I would archive them together. Then I use again tar and then minus rf and then geneva.tar, and then I give add to text. Now, if I would like to see the content of this file, then minus t f and then geneva.tar, and this is the file I just added into the archive file. All right, so this is all about the tar. What we have learned, again, how to create a file. You have to use this option. How to list the content of the archived file, how to compress the file, how to decompress the file, and how to add a file into archived file. Okay, now we also can practice with another commands. Now we have gzip. It does the same function but with different techniques. So it uses another algorithm for compression or something. However, you have gzip, and of course to unzip you have to use gunzip. So this is for compression, not for archiving. So if you have only a file and you would like to make it smaller in size, then you use gzip and gunzip. And also you have unax, and also you have zip, and also you have unzip. Okay, so tar is fair enough. If you are in this level, you know very well how to do how to work with a tar, and this will be fair enough. And if in the future, if you see zip, unzip, another command, or all that, so it's all the same. The task is already the same process. You only have to know how to find yourself. Okay, so let's clean the environment. So I'm going to do one level up, ls, and now I will delete lab9. So remove minus r, and then for removing, and then I give lab9. If you do this, then it's going to ask you, do you would like to delete, do you would like to delete? But to avoid this, you can repeat this and you put, so for now, lab9 did not delete. So ls, then you see lab9 here. So l remove minus rf, f for forcing, and then lab9. This one will delete lab9 permanently. Okay, thank you very much, and that's all for this video, and let me see you in the next video.